Hi, I'm Laura from the Positive Force Movement in Rochester, New York. Today I'm going to talk a bit about open half-kneeling glides. This is a movement that I've learned through the work of Gray Cook, but I've adapted it some in my work with some of these students and athletes who I have worked with to make it a little bit more adaptable to their needs. So there's absolutely the purest form of this, which you can learn about on FMS, you can learn about in Gray Cook's books, but also you can just watch this video and play around with it and use your body's innate wisdom to figure out what exact foot position and knee position works best for your unique body. So first, a little bit of vocabulary. We have the tall kneeling position, the half kneeling position, and the open half kneeling position. So in the open half kneeling position, in an absolute sense, it would basically be where if I was facing a wall, I would just be flat up against it. Now, depending on your hip mobility, you might need to have this somewhere in between half kneeling and open half kneeling. Again, trust your body. So you can do this with a kettlebell held in front. It keeps the shoulders down, the torso upright, and provides a little extra mobility as you go into that glide. It's a great little tool. This isn't something you're going to do for strength. You're not going to go for the heaviest possible kettlebell. Just going to go for something, again, that keeps that shoulder down, thoracic spine open, and torso upright. A little bit of extra heft as you go into the bottom of that. As long as you keep those goals in mind, you can absolutely do this unweighted if you don't have a kettlebell. That's okay. Now, one thing I want you all to notice is if you bring your foot further out, this is going to really get into the groin and the front of the hip. So this is, you're going to be also feeling it some through the hip rotators over here. Whereas if you go in, this is a lot of ankle mobility. So this is training that ankle dorsiflexion. If you have any mobility restrictions in the bottom of the squat, if you need to wear lifting shoes to get in the bottom of a squat position, this is going to be a game changer for you. And again, you can do this with or without a kettlebell. What you want to be aware of is that your heel stays in contact with the ground. We don't want this. That accomplishes very little except for taking up time. So explore different positions outward with the stance. You'll get it obviously done on both sides. Now I'm going to actually go grab a prop here real quick. Say you have knee pain when you are in that half kneeling position. Sometimes just doing something as simple as placing something under your shin so that there's no actual pressure on the kneecap. That works for some people. If even this is uncomfortable in your knees, trust your body. Go with that. Always, always, always. But then you can just go into these same movements, and now you don't have your body weight coming down on the knee itself. Okay, and again, you can explore different stance widths out. Have some fun with this. Really explore hip mobility, ankle mobility, and the relationship between the two. In fact, if you want, you can do something like doing a set of goblet squats or the double bell front squats that I demonstrated in a previous video. Do a set of these, go back to your squat variation, and notice what feels different. If you're able to videotape them, so much the better. Record your first set, do a set of these, record your second set, and look for what has changed in terms of depth, stability, comfort level, pace of movement. It's been really helpful to me. I've seen it be really helpful for a lot of my students. Thanks so much.